Kia ora, Scorpio. This is your reading for the full moon lunar eclipse. Let's get your cards out, see what's happening, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and thank you so much for tuning in, for joining me, for liking, commenting, subscribing. It really does help me and I appreciate it greatly. Let's get into it. Did I just repeat myself? We go through and clarify. I've got a rock mineral crystal card face down. Wow, for you. We'll pull it out at the end, see if it does relate to this reading. And wow, tumultuous times in that sandwich between the eclipses, between the last readings, which do check those out. They were posted on the 6th of October. And so I came in a day earlier for a change, and this time round a day later, because it's been such an explosive time that's become very clear to us all collectively. So, Scorpio, dear Scorpio, somehow I see it reflected back at me on this table right now, so let's get into it in a beautiful way. 6 of Swords. This is an invulnerable card. Invulnerable. We're moving to a way better place, either psychologically, emotionally. It could be physically. You could be moving. You could be leaving somewhere. And there's a huge sense of relief in that. You could be leaving a mindset behind. You know, think of it laterally. Think of it on a wide scale. It's an incredibly positive card, and it sits within the perfect area of what is beauty and harmony and balance. So that is a great thing to start this reading off on. Are we dismantling our own structures, our maybe belief systems, all of those things that make up, what do they make up? They make up our tower. Are we doing that? I kind of feel that you are doing it yourself. And in the doing of that, we see a lot of things that possibly we weren't that conscious of before. And so it gives us great insight, great clarity, and a large level of power moving forward, Scorpio. We see it here, another 6. Another 6. The 6 of Wands. We know this card to be a card of victory, of being seen to be successful by others. Sometimes that's uncomfortable for potentially some Scorpios. Sometimes it's really uncomfortable, you know. But this is another beautiful card. Success in what you do, success in your ability to be of service to others. And maybe over, in terms of some of yours, you know, some of you Scorpios, some of you, your history, like in terms of sacrificing certain things, and at a later date maybe feeling a level of resentment, but actually coming to this sort of point where you resolve that. And so this is what I'm getting. And so it's actually kind of beautiful. And then we have the Aeon. So we're seeing judgment here. We're seeing a rebalancing. We're seeing a rebalancing, judgment, natural law. Natural law is a very unemotive, almost the mechanisms that make up life, that make up the way that things work together, the way the bird constantly seeks food for the chicks while the light is in the sky, constant work in order to keep that generated, in order to keep survival going, and all, you know, that is natural law, isn't it? Like the birds not sitting, might be, birds not sitting on the edge of the garden having an existential crisis about it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that is natural law, and we are part of that. But we obviously, as humans, you know, there's more. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard for us to to look at things without our emotions getting into it. I mean, I won't go into the. It's sort of like, I'm going off on a tangent, right? But so we've got a rebalancing here, Scorpios. That's what I'm saying. So let's clarify. Six of Swords, it is a beautiful card. It's such a strong card. Oh my goodness. What is going on for you, Scorpio? Because to clarify, we have another six. The Six of Cups. This is all in that central point on the within the tree of life. Balance, beauty, harmony. This is memory. When I speak of looking back over the past, of experiences of the past, this is about people coming back from the past, potentially. But it's about remembering our first memory of giving freely and the joy that it not only gave someone else, but the joy that it gave us. That there's no kind of power play or ego weirdness about it. That time when you first offered freely, you know, oh, it's so gorgeous. And that, for some reason, a memory or a person from your life, from your childhood, something like that, is part of this moving to a calmer place. I mean, it's really beautiful, Scorpio. Oh, it's really beautiful. Let's look at the Tower, please. Is Scorpio dismantling their own tower of old to create a new one? And we do this many times in a lifetime, or it gets blasted away from us sometimes. Yes. This is just so, if this resonates, you know, I wish I was you, Scorpio, right now, because we're clarifying the Tower. We've looked at this beautiful understanding, memory, connection. We clarify the Tower with, are we rebuilding? You know, we're pulling it down in order to rebuild it again in the way that we choose. There are other people involved. There are collaborators. We have a collection of people helping us within this. We have that friendship, family, whoever, work, mates, whoever. So we're building in this Three of Discs a new foundation and a new tower. And in the doing of that, in the pulling each brick apart, Six of Swords again, we are moving. It's like a recipe for success. Because it is. We got that Six of Wands. It's so amazing. We do have success. It's a recipe for it. There's been a lot of deep thought that's gone into it, Scorpio. You've taken the necessary self-care here with the Four of Swords to receive new information. The potentiality of this full moon, of you really actually thriving within this eclipse time and difficult time, collectively, individually. Somehow this full moon potentially has illuminated a lot of things for you over the last, over the last wee while, and it's just amazing. Judgment, please. Judgment. The Eon. The Eon. We'll just get one more card. I've got a few coming out here, but Judgment's a big deal. Rebalancing. Oh, this is just such a fabulous reading. Rebalancing here. This whole process is you rebalancing. And actually choosing something delicious as opposed to choosing something kind of half, rotten. Look, sometimes we make these choices, we know we're walking into a train wreck. I myself have done that, probably more than once. Knowing that I would walk out of it, hoping that I would walk out of it, but willingly walking into something like that. That sun squaring Pluto and plutonic kind of experiences like that. Sometimes it takes us a while to understand and get our head around it, and that we actually choose something good next time as opposed to something that could make us ill. You know what I'm saying? Because this reading is just so beautiful, Scorpio. We're clarifying judgment. Let's keep the speed up. We've got the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Discs, reliability, stability. But within this particular deck, the Morgan Greer, I see it as a message. That page, those pages that were sent off across the kingdom with a message that can activate, that can make or break a nation, that just has such huge impact, whatever is on that scroll. You know what I'm saying? A message coming through. We're talking here about rebalancing and balance. Balance and well-being is the central point of health. We then have I'm working. Thanks. Sorry about that. Scorpio. Working. 5. Look, we understand this. 5 of Discs being left out in the cold here. Left out in the cold. Choosing lack over gain is what I was saying, right? And we understand that within ourselves. We all have that archetype. And then the beautiful sun. Beautiful, beautiful sun. Again, we see the children reflected. Our beginning in this world. Our beginning of understanding giving at its, and the greatest power of it when there's no agenda attached. We see the vital sun creating life, creating joy, fun. And maybe this is something to remember, Scorpio. Enjoy this, because there's something pretty amazing going on for you in your life if this resonates for you. Let us get a Brian Froud, Pixie and Fairy. Guardian at the gate. This has been a long journey for you, for some of you Scorpios. It's been a long journey. And we get pushed through this tighter spot. I do believe you've acted knowing, welcoming this tight spot. You've acted upon it. You've welcomed the squeeze and you're moving through it. You're actually in terms of this, I see you really with your little head out the other side going, I like this. It's an amazing reading. And rock mineral crystal, and I've got it sitting here right in front of me as well. Labradorite. Shamanic journeying, it's a beautiful stone. Brave, magical power, and higher awareness. You've been upon that journey. Oh, I feel like congratulating you, Scorpio. And I do actually literally have that. Labradorite. Beautiful, beautiful labradorite. Oh, God, I love that. Oh, I love that. That's for you to carry in your mind's eye during the week. Hope you got something from this reading. Beautiful reading, I must say, Scorpio. So on that note, ka kite. Take good care during the week, and we'll see you next time for the new moon. Cheery now.